Hi Gemini, welcome to your Harsh Truth reading for July 17th through August 16th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Mystic Moon. Stop by and show her some love and support. And also, just worth noting, she has an Etsy shop also where she sells, she does readings, as well as she's made oracle decks, and I think she's even made her own tarot deck now as well. So hopefully you get a chance to check all that out, show her some love. All right, Gemini, what is your harsh truth, Gemini? What do you need to know, more importantly, right? What do you really need to get? What's the reality of this situation? This could resonate. I intend for this to be a romantic love read. This could resonate for another area of your life, friends, family, job, general. Seven of Cups. This one is showing up repeatedly. Seven of Cups. All right. You might have a lot of options in front of you. There might be some confusion. You might be feeling pressured to make some choices. On the other hand, this could be you feeling that rush of emotion because there's either been some kind of reconciliation, or you're kind of really feeling it with, you two and your special person are talking again, and that's that sort of soulmate connection, rush of emotion. What do we do first? What do we talk about? Oh my gosh, I can't think straight. I'm distracted, that sort of thing. Okay, so there, Two of Cups. Okay, so this right here is all about, like, when you see that person or lock eyes and you're like, oh my God, they're the one, or I could totally see myself with that person. So, all right, so we got Two of Cups, we got Death. Queen of Cups, that could be Cancerian, this could be Scorpio. Two of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Eight of Wands. All right. Okay, Gemini, it's not looking good. I'm going to tell you that right now. Sorry. I think you want to work things out. Well, I don't think your person does. What's this Two of Cups about for Gemini? What's this Two of Cups about? That one jumped. Okay, so this jumped. I'll put it right here. That's the Chariot. That jumped when I said, what's this Two of Cups about? I don't want to pick one. So what's this Two of Cups about for Gemini? All right, the World. Also, boobies. What's this Death card about? Eesh. What's this Death card about for Gemini? What's this Death card? Five of Wands. What's this Queen of Cups? Crikey. Dang it. What's this Queen of Cups? King of Swords. That could be Aquarius. No, it couldn't. It could be Gemini. Well, it could be Aquarius. But if we're talking about a king, for me, that's a Gemini. Which is you. Hi, Cancerian Gemini. Okay. This is Two of Pentacles. Strength. Could be dealing with a Leo. What's his Six of Swords? This is Six of Swords for Gemini. Death. Okay. Ouch. Urgh. So, Gemini, if you're dealing with a Cancerian, I think this is you wanting to really cut things off, and I'm sorry, this is them wanting to cut things off. And just I think they felt that things were quite dramatic, and this is wanting a definite ending and just wanting to move on, short of fleeing the scene, which very well could be. We've got a couple of cards of movement here. We got the Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands, and then we got the World. So this could be all about, maybe you were dealing with a Cancerian and you moved away from that person, or the Cancerian moved out. So, all right, what's this Eight of Wands about? What's this Eight of Wands about? Five of Swords. All right, last one. What's this Eight of Wands about? What's the Eight of Wands about? King of Wands. Okay, so there it is. Are you wanting to move on, or are you wanting to? Either you are wanting to. All right. I feel like you don't want things to end, but you will accept that they have ended. There's an acceptance here, but you're not happy about it, and I think you might still be hopeful. So you've got this really kind of optimistic view of things right now about like, all right, well, we're just going to power through and just going to see what happens and whatnot. But I feel like your partner has just completely shut down and cut things off, and I think this might have come as a shock to you. I don't think you were expecting this. I think you're trying to make the most out of it, but I think deep down you still feel there was a connection, but realizing that that's not viable. The other person has to obviously be on board with the relationship, and they are clearly not. You're trying to make the most out of everything and to be strong, and you might be feeling overwhelmed right now, and you know, we got the Strength card right here, and that's all about having patience and faith and knowing that you're doing the right thing or that you made the right decision. You might be feeling like you're having trouble making the right decision. You got the Seven of Cups here as well with the Two of Pentacles and the Strength, but you will be careful, though, that you are not just making decisions just to have decisions made and just to be doing something and to have a direction, because you'll have to redo stuff. And it could be that you're just trying to get out there and put on a brave face to move on and just show everybody I'm fine. But if you're not really, that's going to surface eventually. So you need to be careful with feeling like you need to show everybody, because you don't. Could be dealing with the Sagittarius, a Scorpio, Leo, Cancerian, Gemini. This doesn't look like a reconciliation at all. If anything, it looks like someone has gotten the hell out of Dodge. Like your person just up and left, moved away, moved out, maybe even suddenly. Maybe the breakup was sudden and you came home and they were already moved out and they just, you know, texted you about the breakup or something. But like, this is someone that has wasted no time in moving away. Not moving on, but moving away. And it looks like you're trying to get vertical on this and trying to make some decisions and move forward and things like that. But I think you might be struggling a little bit because your insides don't match the image that you're portraying outside. And you might need some help with that from friends, just saying. You might be struggling with deciding on what the right thing to do is, especially if this was out of the blue, that somebody just ended things. That's a real shocker, and it kind of upends you, and you're like, no, I'm not really sure what to do right now. I'm sorry. This is actually quite harsh, the way they left things. They just up and left, and for them, it had been over for a while. They were sick of the drama and the conflict and the tension. Honestly, this had been over for them for a while. For some of you, they could have even broken up by text or social media, which is, you know, that's just crap. But okay, all right. What else for Gemini? What else for Gemini? Oh boy, Knight of Cups. That's very interesting. Is this your person already moving on, having moved on to someone else? I don't feel like this is anyone approaching anybody about anything. I feel like they've made it clear and you have accepted that this is not going to be a unified love. That has ended. And I think you're trying for closure and trying to move on. your face on the outside doesn't match on the inside, but that's okay. Brave face and all that. Just make sure you're counterbalanced with friends and people who love you and support you that are gonna help you when you get kind of emotional about this, because someone just up and cut things off. This feels like this is your person already having moved on to somebody else. There was something else, another romantic offer involved. Either someone's approached them or they're approaching someone else with a romantic offer. Okay, this one. All right, one more card for Gemini, please. One card. Gemini. It's just so rude. Gemini, please. One card. Gemini. Gemini, one card. Ooh. The clover. Well, I'll be damned. This is kind of entering into a lucky phase. It's kind of being upbeat and optimistic and carefree about something. This could also be, well, for this right here, in the context of this reading, this could be a blessing in disguise, you know, like everything happens for a reason. You don't know what's been precluded. So actually this set you on a good path, and a good opportunity awaits, and you might not see that now, but you will. I understand though, if you're kind of grieving and emotional about it, you're not going to see it that way. So, you know, I don't want to cram that down your throat or anything, but this is saying this was serendipitous. Whatever happened, it was actually for your best benefit or interest. You don't see that now, but it's, yeah. And also it could be that for as quick as this relationship started, it ended, but I feel like this person has been kind of feeling the way they felt for a while though. So I don't feel like this was a short-term relationship. I mean, could have been, but it feels like it was pretty significant for you. Significant for them in different reasons. I feel like they just, anymore, I think you were more into them than they were into you. Okay. All right. What else for Gemini? Anyway, this is serendipity. So maybe this right here, this is somebody else coming in for you. Maybe that's what it is. Either way, the way this worked out, you might not see it this way now, but it is a blessing in disguise. It's actually bodes very well for you. There's a good opportunity waiting or coming in. So that could be what this Chariot is, or what this Knight of Cups is. What else for Gemini? For Gemini. So we got the Knight of Cups and we've got the 10 of Cups reversed. Okay, so 10 of Cups reversed and Knight of Cups, that is, things were never really connected, or you never really got that emotional, you know, all the feels. This was just a difference in values. You two were not in agreement. That was probably what this conflict and strife was about, that led to the ending, and them just being like, you know what, I'm out. Because this is never being aligned. This is never being on the same page as far as what you two want or values. You know, that very well could lead to this ending, this not being able to work out, because it's a broken home at that point. You're not agreeing on anything, and there's no love offer. There's none of that connectedness. If anything, instead of things being romantic and lovey-dovey, because of this misalignment of values and you two just not being on the same page, there was a lot of strife, a lot of conflict. Maybe there was some moodiness, some jealousy, some emotional manipulation. Someone was like really controlling. They were hot one minute, cold the next. A lot of drama, emotional manipulation, that sort of thing. So, yeah, I can see why you're emotional about this. If you are, I mean, because damn, you two have kind of been through it. Sorry about that. So in light of all that, it's like, yeah, I guess this was a blessing in disguise, huh? This breakup, this person just up and leaving, because this was not for you. You two were not on the same page, and it was just going to be pain. And this might have been things working out and moving forward, but it could just be somebody forcing it. A sheer force of will. We're going to drag this. You know, when in doubt, force it. That's never a good idea. Never a good idea. Okay, so, all right, shutting up. Gemini, I hope this was helpful. I hope you feel comforted, or at least know that good things await and you did do the right thing to let this ending stand. No sense in being with someone that doesn't want to be here. Or, you know, pining or going after somebody. You'll see in time. You won't see it now, but something good is coming. This worked out to your benefit. Might not feel like it right now, but it did. I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.